It is day 4 of the Radio Free Skaro Fluid Links Advent Calendar. Today's question comes from Tiny TARDIS. What sort of merchandising would you like to see during the rest of the 60th and throughout Ncudi's tenure that we perhaps did not getting during Jodie's time as the Doctor?
It's way too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Way too obvious. But and I guess we got it with the Whittaker era, but a Ncuti Gatwa Dr. Ken doll.
Oh,
yeah, I'd be down with that.
Because he was Ken.
Proper, like 12-inch or however tall.
Have a 2-pack. Have him as Ken and as the Doctor.
That's true.
But
or just costumes.
It says that we did not get during Jodie's time as the Doctor.
Yeah.
We had Jodie Whittaker's Barbie Doctor thing.
Actual proper Barbie doll for Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, yeah.
Character options is a gimme. Like, definitely, we have to, but we're going to get a character options of the 15th Doctor. There's no way they don't make one. But that means we get Joe Martin too, damn it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just like your Ruth Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm dying on that hill until it shows up, which it eventually will.
I wonder, because everything else is sort of like, we have so much VAM now for Doctor Who, thanks to RTD. I wonder if he's been kicking down other doors, thinking, come on, character options. I know you put out like 3 action dollies through the last 5 years of Doctor Who.
Can we have Daypole back in the mix? Just so they can screw something up, like all the rings on Gatwa's fingers. Maybe put the rings on his toes or something.
Just screw it up.
Just screw it up for the sake of screwing it up.
It's actually Lenny Henry. It's not even Ncuti Gatwa.
That's just
they completely screwed up because they don't have any molds that aren't from 1983.
Lenny Henry with his wrong scarf and his
Although I would pay good money for a Lenny Henry in the sketch with his Lenny Henry costume. I'd pay for that dolly. I'd pay a lot of money for that.
That's Rupert the Bear, isn't it? Rupert the Bear,
more or less. Yeah,
he's wearing. That would be hilarious. Yeah, Daypole screwed it up somehow. Like, how would Daypole screw up?
How wouldn't Daypole screw up?
That's true.
The obvious answer is you could have a TARDIS with no ramps, so you can just have stairs.
It would just be. They would go through the effort to build the stairs instead of leaving the ramps that are in there now
with signs saying no ramps.
No ramps. Obviously, the console will be 4-sided. It'd be a square too. Like,
I'm not sure why Daypole are monsters. They just screwed something up once. Like we're just complete jerks to them
more than
40
once,
years later.
Yeah. Just like why did they? I mean, honestly, they were kind of like going, because Davros only had one working arm in the classic show in the modern series, and Daypole made him with 2 arms. So even then, they were sort of like advancing the cause of.
They're prescient, is what they were.
And the green canine and the 5-sided TARDIS console.
Yeah, well, I never noticed the green canine because I'm red-green colorblind. But yeah, I just always assumed he was green, and maybe my TV coloring was off. The 5-sided console
with new color, with the invisible enemy in color. They'll just recolor it so he's green.
Recolorize a color episode. Yeah. I mean, I honestly think that you would have to, if you're going to be character options and you want to put out action dollies, because let's face it, we're going for action dollies here. You have to put out an entire season set of Ncuti Gatwa's costumes because he's got at least 5, maybe more.
And this new TARDIS, which God only knows how much that's going to cost.
So instead of that 11 Doctors set that we had back in the day, you got 11 Gatwa outfits
or more, depending on costumes.
Because as we record this, they're shooting his 2nd series, and we haven't seen much from it for publicity stuff yet, so maybe there's more costumes there.
Even more costumes, and he takes the jacket off for one of them. I don't know if that I think you just have a jacket that comes off him. Honestly, the Barbie doll makes sense because he's got so many outfits. You just put it back on him and stuff like that. And he's giant. That's the thing, though. Barbie wouldn't fit in your standard 5.5-inch TARDIS or anything like that. How expensive would the TARDIS set be? Because I want it.
Well, how expensive was the old one, which I have kicking around somewhere? I don't remember what it was.
Are you talking like the Lego
Capaldi
TARDIS set?
No, the actual character options.
The character options.
It's got to be at least $60-$70 in England, and then we get it here, and it goes way up
for a lot more. Because I have to have that, and I could just melt down some Connect 4 boards or something like that, and curve around a little bit. Maybe that might be it, but that's the thing I need.
I was talking to my better half earlier tonight, and she mentioned that apparently at Chicago TARDIS, I'm assuming during the Q&A after Star Beast, Rachel Talalay said it's 800 individual roundels in the TARDIS.
That's okay. That's the starting point. All right.
So how many circles are there in a Connect 4 board?
How many?
8 by 6?
Is it? I don't know.
Get on eBay now before the run
plays
happens.
Connect 4? If we can do that. So Connect 4 board is, I don't know how many. Then you have to melt it down.
Seven by 6. It was 42.
42.
No, fortuitously, it's 42.
Or 9 by 6.
So that's almost 20. Almost 20 Connect 4 boards.
That's nothing. I can do that. I can do that. I can get, what did you say, 40? 40 Connect, 20. 20 Connect 4 boards?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Almost 20, yeah.
We could do that. And then you just have to melt them at the right way. And then you have to paint them white. And then...
And
basically glass blowing Connect 4 is what you're doing.
Yeah, and then just curve them around. So it's basically kind of...
You'd be better off using something like Light Bright, though, wouldn't you?
Or just cardboard. Just make circles in cardboard and arc it.
That's kind of... I mean, that's what Light Bright is.
That is
use of like opaque paper.
Okay, so there we go. Let's do that. Let's do a mix-up. Let's do a Light Bright TARDIS set. And with the different lights and everything. And if you leave it in long enough, the plastic melts because the bulb and the light bright.
But here's what I want. I want smart bulb merch where I get a wallpaper that the entire thing is the roundels and they can change light colors.
Well, two things. One, do we need to explain what light bright is? I don't know.
Yeah.
Two, you got me thinking, Warren. So you know those things you can buy for like kids' rooms or whatever. So it projects like stars on the the ceilings and walls or whatever. Would you just get like a projector just to have roundels all around your room?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do such a thing? Is what I say. And then you could have different TARDIS roundel depending on what your mood is.
Oh,
well, we see them change color in Star Beast. So I mean,
no, but I mean like different eras and stuff.
You just he's just.
But you have to pay a premium for the one-offs like Time Monster, for example.
Exactly, or my beloved secondary controller.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think sadly the beloved secondary controller Warren will cost like $14 extra, and you have to download it, and it only comes in NFT mode.
Damn it, they got me.